Hey guys, it is Candy Keen here from geekmamas.com, and I am doing a follow-up video to one of my most watched YouTube videos, which is how to sew up a hole in a stuffed animal. I had no idea it was going to be so popular when I filmed it. I was just stitching up a hole in my son's toy, and come to find out, a lot of people need help with this. And I found a lot of people watching the video were little kids or people who had never sewn before, so they had some additional questions. So this is basically the same video, but a little bit more detailed. So if you want a quicker run through, you can watch the first video. This one I'm gonna go very step by step and cover everything you might need. And last time I had a toddler assistant, and this time I have a puppy dog assistant. You'll be happy to know that Woof Woof from the first video is doing well and is still stitched up. Today I have with me Fuzzy. Fuzzy he's almost 50 years old. He belonged to my husband, and he got him when he was little. And Fuzzy had a run-in with Tigger, and Tigger chewed a hole in his face where he actually already had some stitching done. So Fuzzy, okay, Tigger, you're not helping. Ah, Tigger, get out. Okay, Fuzzy has a big hole, all right? And so it's gonna take some stitching to get that covered, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. Woof Woof had more of a standard rip, so this one is a little more challenging. Okay, so now I'm back, I have the gates up, and my puppy assistant was fired. So I'm gonna start with how we're gonna sew up Fuzzy here. So first, let's start with what kind of needle to use. It really doesn't matter. You're sewing up a stuffed animal, you don't have to worry about delicate stitching. So I usually use a universal ballpoint. That's the most common kind of needle. And really you can use any kind of needle you want. So that is not a big deal. Thread, you can also use any kind of thread. I'm using regular, I think this might be 100% polyester thread. You can use cotton thread, doesn't matter. Try to get a color that's close to your animal's color. The closest I had was this dusty pink color, so we're gonna go with that. All right, so first I'm gonna thread my needle. So you're gonna take a good amount of thread, not too much, or it just gets cumbersome. All right, and we're gonna thread the needle. I always lick the thread to get it. I'm not even sure if that helps, but it seems to. All right, got it through, and then you're gonna double the thread, and then we're gonna tie a knot in the end. And since you're probably sewing through faux fur or like a mesh with a mesh type backing, you're gonna want a really big knot. So I'm just making a big, oh, where is it? I can't find the camera there. It doesn't have to be a pretty knot, just a big knot. Tie it a few times. And notice I don't tie it like two pieces tied together. You tie it with both pieces and then make a loop and then pull it through. And that's how you tie it. And you can also go like this to the end and pull it. That makes a pretty good size knot. This way it's not gonna pull through when you do your first stitch. All right, we're going in for the surgery now. I have Woof Woof. Oops, not Woof Woof, this one's Fuzzy. Okay, so we're gonna start, and your first stitch is gonna go in and then out. So you're gonna go in from the inside, that way the knot is on the inside and doesn't show on the outside. And we're gonna start at the very end. Ooh, Woof Woof, I keep calling it Woof Woof. Fuzzy, you need some work here. So we're gonna go in. Fuzzy may not look the same, but at least he won't be leaking stuff in. I'm gonna go in, it's hard to see. Okay, so this is your very first stitch, and this is very important. Pulling it through, and you're not gonna yank it. Do not yank it, or you will just pull it right out. All right, so we've got it in nice and light. And then you're gonna make like a loop. It's hard to show here. You're gonna go in from the other side and bring it out right next to the other stitch. Oops, I caught his hand here. And you're just gonna, again, pull lightly and kind of see how it brings it together. See how it's bringing it together there? And you're just gonna keep doing that. Okay, so now you can see he's still got a little bit of stuffing there, but I'm kinda, it's hard to do on the screen, but I'm going like this, and we're just looping it around and pulling it. So you're doing a really simple stitch, and he is leaking stuffing left and right. But remember not to pull very hard. I'll do it again in the camera. So I'm going from one side to the other. Oh my God, he's leaking stuffing. And pulling it. Okay, I'm gonna stitch him up. So the pink was not a very good match, but at least Fuzzy isn't gonna be leaking stuffing anymore. Fuzzy has had a good bit of fixing over the years. So it's not the neatest stitch, because like I said, Fuzzy has been stitched up before. But when you get your hole closed at the very end, you're gonna make a knot in it with your stitch. So you're gonna make a regular stitch, like a whip stitch, and, oh, excuse me, Fuzzy. Okay, so I've got it through, I'm pulling it, and I'm leaving a little loop. And what I'm gonna do is knot the thread. I'm gonna take this needle through that loop and pull, and that's gonna make a knot. And I usually like to do it a couple times just to make sure it's really secure. And so you just do it again, you make a loop, and then you do a knot and you pull it through. And that one you do want to give a good tug, but not like so hard that it pulls it out. You just want to give it a good firm tug and make sure it's really good and knotted. And then you just cut it close, but not too close. Cut your thing, and then he's all sewn up. This is some of the old stitching from before. He's gone through a lot. He was put in the washing machine and he didn't come out the same. And then Tigger got a hold of him and ripped open some old spots. But he is good to go. And if you guys have any questions over something that I didn't cover or any problems you're having with this, just leave a comment. I do try and check the YouTube comment section pretty regularly because a lot of people do have questions about this. So feel free to drop a question or a comment, and I hope this helps you fix your favorite stuffed animals. Thanks for watching.